Hello, my Bama family. Here's a fun challenge for all of you. I want all of you guys to create a dummy. If there's 2 of you in the family, you guys can work together to create one. Even if there's 3 of you guys, create one dummy, one master dummy, your grappling dummy. Today I'm coming to you from the dojo, and so I thought I'd take advantage of the space and show you my grappling dummy that I'm creating for myself, to be able to use for myself. There's a lot of videos out there on the internet, people putting together their own way of making their grappling dummy. I put some stuff together here. It's gonna go from the very simple. I'm gonna start off very simple into something a little bit more complex, because I like to get a little detailed with my stuff. So my challenge today for you after watching this video is for all of you at home to create your own grappling dummy. It can be a very simple grappling dummy, or you can get, a little funky with it and do a few tweaks of your own. Best thing to do is find whatever you have around home. All of this actually, well, a couple other things are from here, but the majority of the things I have here are from home. And the most standard things that you need will be some towels, old pillows or cushions, anything like that you have. You can even use a quilt, right? A comforter or something like a twin size comforter would probably work. I've got like a hoodie. I've got a Bama hoodie, an old Bama hoodie. Ideally, a hoodie is great because then you can create the piece for the head. And you can use track pants, but I have my snow pants. I'm gonna use my snow pants that I don't use. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna go about doing this. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work on the upper body. So I'm gonna grab the hoodie that I have. Okay, I'm gonna start with the arms, okay? So for the arms, what you can do is you can get a towel. Now, I'm gonna suggest that if the kids are doing this, let them use clothing or something their size, okay? So think about your opponent or your training partner, your grappling dummy should be about your size if you're the one using it. If you don't have that, just use whatever you have available in terms of old clothing, whether it's adult size or kid size. Okay, so what I've done here, I folded the towel in 2, and I've simply folded it again. I'm going to take that and I'm going to stuff it in the arm. I'm going to get another towel, same thing. Stuff it in the other arm. Oh, this guy's gonna have some short arms. It's really fun to try some of this stuff. This is really ideal for those at home, just you're the only one in the home doing jiu-jitsu and you need a partner and you don't have a partner. Okay, so this is a great way to train. It's the way forward. And so I'm gonna use one more towel. Just bring that across. So that's gonna go right between the arms, sort of like an extension where the neck would be, or the chest, or up here would be. Great, good stuff. Okay, so as you can see, here's my grappling dummy. Now, I've got 2 smaller pillows, and for the purpose of showing you here, I'm just gonna stuff it right in. For the purpose of showing you like a really simple grappling dummy, this would be a simple grappling dummy. Good, nice big chest, okay? Because you want to do a few neon bellies on this. You want to be able to grab, okay? So we've got the hood area. Okay, so what I would do with this grappling dummy, let's see here, okay? This is one way you can use the grab. This is pretty much, good to go. You could stuff it a little bit more in the arms. Here, what I would do is I want to create a head. So I'm going to take a ball. We've got lots of balls at home, right? I'm going to make a head here in the hood, okay? I could also stuff this area here with a towel or whatever you guys have at home. We have a lot of socks. Somehow, you know, you're doing laundry and you end up with all these single socks, but we have a lot of socks at home, okay? So my grappling dummy, I'm gonna make a neck for him, okay? Shove that in. He's got a little peeny head. Okay, so there he is. I'm gonna show it to you here. There he's got a head, all right? Now if I wanted to go on with this, I can then put him in a gi, right? So I have a gi top. Not everyone has a gi, an extra gi, but what you could do is you could put him in a gi if you had like a jacket or something like that. You can put, just to make him a little bit more firm, I would shove him in this gi. Wow, I like him. You gotta like fluff him up. Make him nice and fluffy, okay? Because he's gonna take a beating, and he's gonna like it. I'm going to put the belt on like I would if I was putting my own belt on. So for those kids at home that don't know how to put a belt on, we're gonna fold that belt in two, find that center piece, okay? Pretend he has a belly button right about there, put it over, crisscross in the back. There we go. Crisscross in the back. Crisscross in the front, okay? The top part of the belt goes under and over and through, nice and tight, and then you are going to, now this guy's a white belt, okay? So here he is. He's not perfect, or she's not perfect. Could be a he or she, okay? But I'm gonna have you guys take a look at the final result. This is a grappling dummy, just the top part. So I can do like a knee on belly on him, right? Get that arm up, hold the gi, right? Right? Maybe I can even do an arm bar on him. Nice and easy. Here we go. I'll have you guys take a closer look at him. Maybe I'll see if I can like sit him up. Maybe I can sit him up a little bit. Check him out. It's my buddy. My pal. That's one way you could do this. Now I'm gonna just be a little bit more fancy, and I'm gonna really stuff my grappling dummy. I'm gonna add legs. What you could do, if you wanted to use a pair of track pants, again, I'm using snow pants, just a little bit more padding on the snow pants. Again, stuffed towels in here, whatever you can really put your hands on. The other idea is, if you're really like stumped, you don't have a towel or anything like that, is what I came up with was, I have some extra socks. So if you have enough loose socks, I guess you can stuff them in, this is a pantyhose, okay? For the moms or the wives out there, I'm sure they've got some old pantyhose somewhere they might be able to spare. But I'm going to use for the lower half, I'll be taking the towel. So here's what I'm gonna do for the legs. I'm gonna take the towel, the legs are gonna be a little bit longer. Okay, so I'm gonna roll that up, okay? Here, I'll take, okay, this guy, I'm gonna choose these socks. I'm gonna take these socks and I'm gonna just stick them on at the bottom here, okay? I'm gonna put socks on this guy. I'm gonna put socks on him. He's got feet, okay? If you wanted to totally cover this, the other idea is you could take like one of these tube socks and cut it at the bottom and then just put it on, right? If you didn't have pantyhose. I'm gonna use my pantyhose. Once I do another side, I'll do another side, but one side, So maybe you might want to have one of the ladies help you out if any of the guys are doing this, or the kids, because the ladies all know you got to go to the bottom of your pantyhose and then you put it on. Skinny leg, but we got one leg done. So now that I did the legs and the pantyhose, I'm going to just create an area here would be like the hip area. So there's some padding there. Okay, guys, you can see how this is sort of coming together. Okay, so here's the legs for my grappling dummy. Okay, and that hip area. Now I'm going to stuff. This would be your track pants or whatever you have. I'm going to stuff it into my handy dandy ski pants. Okay, so there's lots of room in here. If I can find more things to stuff, I guess I would. I find that putting the towel in the pantyhose, stuffing it in there is creating the weight, the density. That would be, this is a really skinny guy here. Right. There we go. And this would be my grappling dummy. If anyone at home has a onesie, that's ideal, okay? Because everything's together. Okay, a onesie with a hoodie, that's good. I'm going to reinforce my grappling dummy. I'm going to tweak it some more, starting over again. Up to you. You do what you think is good. If you want to just do a nice simple dummy, go for it. I've got another pair of pantyhose. I'm going to create some arms, make it a lot stronger, and I have another set of old socks and 2 towels. Here I go. So now I am going to use, I actually have 3 old pillows, 2 a little smaller, 1 a little bit bigger. I'm going to try to shove this in to kind of create the upper part, like sort of like your shoulders. Let's see how this works. I can actually fold it in 2 and create some shoulders. So I'm going to just play with this a little bit. So there you go. What I did was I folded the pillow that I had in 2. If you have a smaller cushion, it will work. And the folded edge, I shoved into the pantyhose upwards so it's not hanging out at the bottom. What I could do is I could take this and I could tie it nice and tight so it all stays together. I've done a nice knot here, okay? Remember, my aim is to have this sort of like take a beating and sort of stay together. You could stuff this a little bit more, I guess, but the whole idea is that I really want to be able to use it without things falling apart or it falling apart and having to refix it all the time. Again, you can keep it simple or you can tweak it. So I'm going to continue on here and let's see, I'm going to get my hoodie again. Let's see how we're going to do this. Put the arms in first. The arms and the upper body, the shoulders. These are some skinny arms. Guess I could beef them up a little bit if I wanted to. I found more stuff, but I think we're good for now. So here we go. Here's like the top part of my grappling dummy. And chest. I'm just going to take my pillow. Again, I've got a really big pillow here. I'm going to shove this. I'm going to layer both of them top. Just play around with it. Now, let's put this dummy's gi on. So you see what I'm doing here? I'm stuffing the top part, the bottom part of the pillow into the pants to kind of have it connected. Pull those pants up a little. I don't even have to connect it with anything else. Just put the pants up and around. Gotta have enough padding. Time for the pants. Let's see how the pants fit. Okay, we're going to tie this really tight. If you do have geek pants, you might want to try like an additional pair of pants that has an elastic waist to kind of like put it all together. Now, here we go. La pièce de résistance, okay? I am going to tie this dummy's belt. This dummy is a dummy and they can't tie their own belt. I'm going to add some tweaks to mine because I'm just like that. I want to see how this is going to work. I want to try to put some feet on and fix up the head and maybe some hands. So what I have are some of these, I guess, the foot pads. We had this in the office and we never use them, so I'm going to see if I can stick them on. It may or may not work. It's all good. I just want to kind of complete my dummy. I also have, like, of course I have the ball. You might want to get a bigger ball. I'm sure you guys have lots of balls, but this is a nice ball. I'm going to put a hat on. I also have some winter mitts, okay? And I was thinking as I was gonna stuff with a bag, just your grocery, you know, these plastic bags, just stuff it a little bit, see if I can give it some hands. Not that it needs all this, it really doesn't need all this. I just being a little bit extra. That's just how I am. Ask Sanguebom. He'll tell you how extra I am. So the final product, I'm gonna give you guys a quick look. He's a lot taller, or she's a lot taller than I expected to make her. So let's take a look. Here we go. All right, of course, got the head gear on, ready for action. This really helped me to firm up that hoodie, the hood part. I even have some fingers happening here. I can stuff this a little bit more. And there we go. Looking pretty tall. Looks like a person to me. So there it is, guys. That's my grappling dummy, my at-home grappling dummy. If you are an adult or a child that does BJJ, regardless, create your own grappling dummy. If you have a family of 3 or more, get everyone involved, make one dummy. Come together, take pictures, let us know. If you decide to post on your Facebook or your Instagram or your story, anywhere there, please do shout us out. Hashtag Sanguebom BJJ. You can also hashtag, we want this challenge to be hashtag with hashtag Sanguebom BJJ at home grappling dummy. I know it's pretty long, but let's get out there and let's do this. This is your challenge. And on top of that, you'll be able to use the dummy. So don't throw those dummies away. Don't dismantle them. Let's use them. Bye for now, guys. Thanks for hanging out and watching my video. I'll see you guys all online. Take care.
Yeah.